Well, there we have it. I think it's as easy as that. And we are live here using StreamYard on the Philip Pole channel. Well, the purpose of this video again is a little test for future live streams. Well, here we are in the Pole household. Thank you very much for clicking on to this video. No spectacular thumbnails for this. First time I've used this particular type of software. Heard loads about it. We haven't got anyone watching yet. It might take a little while to get a few people through, but for the purpose of the recording, let's carry on. Now, I thought in this video we'll talk a little bit about wrestling, but before we start, I thought I would play a couple of fun video files, a few video files just to get things started. Now, let's start with this clip. Well, we're having trouble playing that clip. So let's try another clip, another little clip to see if it comes up. I did test run this. And it's not very good for here we go. We've got the man from Chile. Should we watch that again? Do you want to see that one more time? Well, we've got nobody watching, but we Well, what did we think of that first one? We're just going to be reviewing a few shorts. Well, that was done in Whitstable, a good little show in Whitstable, thoroughly enjoyable event that was, and Jordan Lee is a fantastic wrestler. All right, then, well, let me get rid of that. And let's see what else we have here on the Philip Pole channel ready to go. I don't know if that one there is going to quite go through. I think it might be too powerful. Let's try this. And that one's not having it again. I think what I need to do is I need to condense these files. We might as well turn this into a tutorial of how to use StreamYard. Not having much luck. What have we got here? I think I've already tried that one. Oh no. Here we got another one coming. Another one is on the rack, my old son. Who wants to see a wrestling short? Let's go. Great stuff. Good little short, that. Good, entertaining short video. Should we get rid of that? There we go. So this is the wild and wacky world of British wrestling. Well, we have one person watching on the Philip Pole channel right now. So let's just get the recap button there. Absolutely spectacular stuff there. Let's see what. Oh no, we don't want to go there. Let's see what else we have on offer that we can give you on the Philip Pole channel. Let's go to video file. Now, this is the first time I've used StreamYard for this particular type of thing, so please bear with me. I think that's the same clip. Now that I'm doing this, I really need to wild these up a little bit better. Let's go back to this one. Let's just watch this one again. Great little clip, this. Great little clip we have here. And excellent stuff right there from Whitstable. Right there, excellent wrestling action from Whitstable. Let's see What else we can add now? We're going to remove that from the studio. Sorry, I do apologise if this video hasn't been super duper what it should have been. But, oh, here's one that I haven't quite yet played. This one hasn't gone out yet, so this is a fresh one that you're going to get on live. Takes of against the ropes. Another big forearm. Tackling. It's under the nose on and nearly had it. Nearly had it. That's a cool little clip to show on this stream, isn't it? Now let's remove that. I didn't realise I had half of these. What am I doing? I don't want to see that again. You've already seen it the once. You don't want to see it twice. Let's see what other videos, what other footage, what other tests we can give you here. Oh, this is a nasty one. This got a few views. This did when it went up as a short. This one got some right good views. Okay, you're in for a treat. What a clip that is. An excellent fun wrestling clip. Right, well, what do you think of them? I don't know how I'm picking up any messages here, because it's the first time that I've been on this this particular app StreamYard. I find it brilliant. I don't think there's anyone chatting at the minute. No one's chatting and making themselves known. Maybe it's just the case that you folks are enjoying the shorts right now. So let's see what other shorts we've got that you might find entertaining here in the house. I don't really want to give you that match just yet, because I've got to save that match for another time. Really got to start naming these now. I'm quite enjoying doing this, to be honest with you. I think this is good fun. All right, we could play the Big Papa T story. Okay, then here we go. Well, this is going to take a little while, but I might do a little commentary over the top of it. As seen on my channels before and the AI channels, we're going to now play to you the story of Big Papa T. The story of Big Papa T. Life in the Congo. Big Papa T's father was a huge army general who helped the president to get where he was. However, later on, they feared him and they decided that they were going to try and assassinate him. They feared that he would overpower the regime and it was game over for him. Big Papa T's father was an incredibly talented professional wrestler in the Congo. Young Papa T followed in his father's footsteps, wrestling under a mask, so the establishment didn't know it was him, so they couldn't hunt him down. However, life in the Congo wasn't easy, and they had cottoned on, and they were after Big Papa T. Word had got out that he had become one of the most popular wrestlers in the Congo, so they decided to hunt down the wrestling business in the Congo, setting alight to wrestling rings and terrorizing the wrestling business in the Congo. Papa T feared for his future and his life, especially after the sad passing of his wrestling coach. One of the biggest wrestling celebrities and most talented wrestlers in the Congo had died. Big Papa T knew then it was time that he had to make a change. After watching British wrestling on the television, Papa T decided he had to wave goodbye to his wrestling fans in the Congo and he had to make a fresh new start. England was the dream, the land of hope and glory, as he waved goodbye to his childhood and his past wrestling fans. He landed in London, and his first place of living was the Broadwater Farm Estate in Tottenham, one of the roughest and most notorious parts of London. A solicitor appointed to him found him somewhere to go and train so he could start his professional wrestling career off again in the UK. So they found the No Limits gym in Ashford, Kent, which was the home of Hammerlock Wrestling. A brutal gym with a menacing reputation. The first thing they wanted to do was put Big Papa T to the test. So they put him in the ring with the giant Titan, but on this occasion, it didn't end very well for Titan, who ended up with a towel over his head. Big Papa T was beginning to make an impact in England, leaving his past in the Congo behind. His first wrestling name was the Lion King. However, he could not wrestle as the Lion King in the West because of copyright reasons. Big Papa T soon became a teacher to other wrestlers that had come over from the Congo and opened up a gym in Tottenham and become a very good mentor. His biggest break come in 1998 when he was one of the godfathers and helped set up and establish the Ultimate Wrestling Alliance that had a cable television deal on live TV. Papa T wrestled at the National Sports Arena at Crystal Palace, and Papa T became very well known for the Papa T dance. The Big Papa T dance in the late 90s was known countrywide and by today's standards would be like an internet meme. Big Papa T's greatest accomplishments were outside the ring, where he was an absolutely fantastic father, being the father of Jamie TKV, a top well-known Sky Sports boxer. This is an absolute credit to the man, Big Papa T, for the person that he is. Big Papa T is somebody we have been incredibly proud to have in the British wrestling business throughout the years, and we thank him for everything he has done for British wrestling.
From the Congo to London, from the army to the ring, from the baddies on hell to the light of Christ. When he landed in Tottenham, he become the big man. Papa T, Papa T. He's the big man. Papa T, Papa T.
Well, there we go. That one wraps that big pupper T, man. Well, I made that a couple of months ago at request of somebody. Somebody donated to that particular video to be made, and it actually worked out pretty well timed because I met up with Pupper T a few weeks after that was made. Lola, we'll call him Lola, and his son's been a Sky Sports boxer. MVK, MT, MKV, MVK. I always get confused. I've always known him as Pupper T Jr. And he recently just become the British boxing heavyweight champion, winning the title on BBC a few weeks ago. So we're actually in talks now of making a screenplay on that. But I'd like to get a little bit more oomph behind this, and perhaps getting Pupper T and his son in on the studio on StreamYard would actually be a pretty cool thing to do. It'd be nice to get him in, chat to him, ask him a few questions, see how he's doing, what he's up to, like how life's going, and what the future plans are going to be, what the future plans are going to hold in store for him. I know that he's going to recover over Christmas, and then he's got some fights coming up, some big fights. You know, holding on to a belt like that is not going to be no easy task. It's a tough world, the world of boxing. But has that ever happened before? Has somebody gone from the professional British wrestling business into the ring of boxing? Boxing is just it's a different art. It's a different thing to wrestling. Obviously, it's very different. Okay, I'm going to play another clip here. If we can get this in, this is going to be a short, and it's loaded, and we're going to add this to the stage. This is the finger poke of doom from a show a few weeks ago. Another short, so it's not very long. I'll tell you what, a bit of a weird, wacky, and bizarre life that I live, really, isn't it? With all of this, wrestling, the wrestling world is completely and utterly weird. All right, I had a few questions recently, but those questions I'm going to do on the Ring Slam Wrestling channel. This is the Philip Pole channel. I don't normally just do wrestling on this channel. It's normal, everyday stuff, not just wrestling. But tonight we're having a little bit of wrestling time and watching wrestling content, and having a little bit of fun and a little bit of reminisce with the wrestling content. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're having a little bit of fun watching it as we're going through these clips. I seem to have the same old rubbish on here. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go away and just get myself a little bit more organized with this, to be honest with you. I haven't been as organized with this one as what I could be. Right, we're going to go now to Ipswich Corn Exchange. A few weeks back, there was a tag team match at the Ipswich Corn Exchange, which was a pretty cool tag team match, and it's on the rack now. We've got it here, and it is the Travis family against Giant Haystacks Jr. and his tag team partner. I'm not too sure. Like, we're going to have to get it on to see who the tag team partner is, to say this is just a fun ad-lib video that we're making. Let's push play, and I might actually join and talk. Those punches through the stomach there. This is devastating. Double edge another hit on the head motion over. Head there is a very was trying to face that shit. His opponent's right. Travis Howard, the Travis Howard, the no one Alan Travis just getting in there. Well, what a match. Absolutely fantastic match we have ourselves there. What a brilliant match. Well, that was good fun. Well, guys, we've almost gone half an hour, which I think is not too bad for a test run. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed myself. I've enjoyed the last few lives I've done. So I'm hoping that there's going to be more of these. The wrestling ones will be over at the Ring Slam Wrestling channel, more so than what they are at this channel, the Philip Bowl channel. But thank you very much for everyone that come onto the live stream and watched it. And hopefully I'll be seeing you again pretty soon for more live wrestling action.